Well, hi everybody. I hope you're enjoying these last few days of summer. Soak up some sun because we're back in classrooms next week. It's been good to welcome some students back on campus already. The NHS is here today, and of course the athletes have been practicing for their seasons for the last few weeks. Looking forward to welcoming everybody back next week. I wanted to take a moment and talk about the uniform, not because I want to give you a list of do's and don'ts. That's available in the handbook. You can see what's appropriate, what's acceptable, and what's not. I wanted to take a moment and talk about the purpose of the uniform. It's not just hanging on from some past generation. There's a reason why St. Joe's asks students to dress a certain way when they enter our building. And really there's two or three things going on here. First, we think that uniform promotes respect for your teacher and for one another. You look your best, you're in clothes that match and are well-fitting. It communicates that you're serious about what you're doing. There's a reason people dress up for job interviews and people dress up to go to work. The same should be true for school. You want to communicate that you're serious about what you're doing. But more importantly than that, the uniform promotes an orderly classroom. And an orderly classroom is better for learning. Now you might think that if I'm comfortable, I learn best, and there's some truth to that. But the reality is that when you've got a whole room full of students with all different kinds of clothing on and some messages on shirts or jackets, it can be a distraction for the teacher, it can be a distraction for other peers. We want to promote an orderly learning environment because we think that's best for everybody involved. Finally, and probably most importantly, the uniform is about solidarity. It's about recognizing that if you are a student in this school, you don't come in with the latest fashion and the most expensive shoes or whatever it is. You come in dressed as a St. Joseph student, just like the person sitting next to you. The uniform is about promoting a sense of belonging. You're a knight. We want you to look the part of a knight. There's a reason why sports teams, for instance, have uniforms and that people buy their sports gear. They want to identify with something. We want you to identify with St. Joseph's, and that's what the uniform is all about. Again, you can look at the handbook and sort of see the do's and the don'ts, and I'm happy to talk with anybody who has some questions about that, but know that we want to tighten up a little bit this year because we want to get back to an orderly classroom where our kids are most ready to learn. Enjoy these last few days of summer. I really look forward to seeing you next week. Good luck and God bless.